Only a handful of the cities in the world can give you a taste of authentic luxury, but this also makes them some of the most expensive cities in the world. If you're looking to make a travel bucket list, here are some of the most luxurious cities to live in the world. In this video, we're going to list down the 10 most luxurious cities to live in the world, so make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Let's begin with the number 10, Singapore. Who knew that the global financial center would also be on the list of the most luxurious cities of the world? Singapore's luxury lies in its simplicity and also how beautifully the city is organized. It has a classic tropical climate, which means that you'll experience the perfect weather all year round. It also has scenic natural views and an extremely diverse population. And since Singapore attracts a lot of business from across the world, the whole city is built keeping luxury and comfort in mind. But you need to at least spend $3,500 per month to survive in the city. The cost of sustaining a smaller family or living alone in this luxurious be slightly less, but can still get pretty expensive. Number 9. Hong Kong. Known as the Pearl of the Orient, Hong Kong is truly one of the most luxurious cities in the world. It also hosts some of the most luxurious and expensive hotels in the world. This obviously includes the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, which charges a whopping $412 for one night. The rich city also has a major port and a sky lined with skyscrapers. If you're a fan of cities with tall buildings and rich urban life, Hong Kong might just be the city for you. You might not be aware of this, but Hong Kong is also one of the most expensive cities in the world. This is why people living in the city need to spend at least $6,500 each year for basic costs like housing bills and transportation. So if you want to live in Hong Kong, you need to keep up with the city and spend a lot of money to. Number 8, Paris. Everybody dreams to go to Paris at least once in their lives. The city is a beautiful, romantic hub of luxury, and thousands of tourists flock there each year to experience true French luxury and hospitality. A lot of people get engaged in front of the famous Eiffel Tower as well. Since the city is a hub for young couples on romantic escapades, it hosts some of the most luxurious places in the world. From designer boutiques to cheap cafes, the city has luxury embedded in even the simplest of things. Parisian bakeries, for example, offer the most decadent and luxurious pastries and baked goods in the world. You might not believe it, but people who can afford it often like to import their baked goods from Paris. You need to be extremely rich to do that, but it sounds like a pretty enticing idea nonetheless. Since it is known as the center of fashion, art, and culture, Paris has a pretty solid spot on the list of the most luxurious cities to live in the world. Number 7. Copenhagen. If you want to be included in the list of the happiest populations in the world, you need to shift to Copenhagen immediately. The Danish capital is a hub of luxury and comfort. It also has a cool Scandi vibe and is full of some of the best cuisine and cultural landmarks. Even though you have to pay a lot of taxis, Copenhagen has some of the best public health care and education in the world. Even public transport is pretty cheap, safe, and accessible for all citizens. So even though you'll be spending a lot of money on taxis, you're going to be living a luxurious and comfortable life in Copenhagen. Number 6, Zurich. If snow-capped Alps are your thing, you need to start living in Zurich immediately. The city is beautiful and hosts a range of beautiful mountains as its backdrop. The city also has a gorgeous and clear lake situated near the mountains. Fall just looks like a dream, and living in this dream isn't actually that expensive compared to some of the other luxurious cities in the world. It only takes you around $1,600 to live a comfortable life in Zurich. The city has a very comforting traditional vibe which blends in perfectly with its striking natural views. It is also included in one of the most modern and technologically advanced cities of the world. Since it is the core of finance and banking, it's basically perfect. Number 5. Seoul. If you're a fan of K-pop, you'll be pleased to know that the hub of Korean culture, Seoul is one of the richest and most luxurious cities in the world. It basically has everything from a skyscraper-laden skyline to futuristic shopping malls and some great pop music. To live in Seoul, you need to spend at least $2,000 a month. If you have a larger family, you'll have to spend more. But the city will give you everything from crowded traditional markets to scenic views and even old Buddhist temples. Number 4. Osaka. With its gorgeous and modern architecture and thriving nightlife, Osaka is a great place for young people to settle down. It is a little expensive though. You need to pay at least $4,000 each month to survive in this city, and this doesn't even include the cost of rent. But the city is a true picture of Japanese beauty. It's scattered with cherry blossom trees and also has great weather. The whole city is encircled by a moat and hosts a whole range of traditional architecture. You also get to experience some of the most delicious and hearty street food in the world. Number 3. Geneva. If you enjoy the serene life, full of nature, beautiful views, and fresh air, Geneva might just be the perfect city for you. You might not know this, but Geneva is also the second Swiss city to feature in the top 10 most expensive cities in the world. And if you're a fan of delicious food, Geneva has some of the best delicacies in the world. In fact, it's famous for its delicious chocolate and other desserts. It's also famous for its luxury watches and street style. Not just this, Geneva is also a diplomatic club and has various global organizations and charities situated there. Notable global political events keep happening in Geneva, and if you live there, you might get a chance to experience some of them firsthand. Living costs in this city are similar to Zurich, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to live comfortably in this beautiful city. Number 2. New York. New York is an absolute dream, but living there can actually get quite pricey. People living in New York should ideally be earning at least $50,000 a year, even if you have roommates or family living with you. It's important to earn as much as you can, because New York can get quite vicious, but the city can't be blamed for this. After all, New York offers you everything you could possibly dream of, from shopping to commerce and even the best cultural spots. This city has everything. It's also full of opportunities to learn, earn, and grow. From towering buildings to the most gorgeous parks, this city is an urban dream. Number 1. Los Angeles. Everybody in the world has heard of the glamorous Los Angeles. Known as the hub of film, fashion, and fun, Los Angeles is one of the most luxurious cities to ever exist in the world. It has everything you can possibly dream of, from beautiful hotels to dazzling casinos, and obviously all of the major film studios in the world. From Universal to Warner Brothers and Paramount Pictures, Los Angeles is heaven for media enthusiasts. But living in the city can get a little costly. People, to put it simply, if you want to live comfortably in LA, you have to be rich. It was estimated that people needed to make an average of $74,000 per year to live a comfortable life and have some savings in Los Angeles. But the glamorous beaches, trendy, hip stores, and rich neighborhoods packed with celebrities make Los Angeles the ideal place for anyone who's looking to lead a luxurious life. And that was our list of 10 most luxurious cities to live in the world. Which of these is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.